there are some motorcycles like the MT-07 that are really awesome, but they are underrated. I am not selling this MT-07. When I just get it on and ride it and listen to that sound, oh, I can't sell it. It's just an awesome bike, man. Whatever bike you ride, make sure you're wearing the full gear to stay safe out there. And I have links to my awesome gear, like my ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet that comes with an automatic tint sheet, airbag vest that I never leave home without, helps keep me safe, motovlog camera, CE armor jacket, shorty gloves, pants, boots. Links to all my gear is in the description and comment section of this video. A motorcycle that is a really great motorcycle. From everybody I've heard that has ridden the bike, has said it was an awesome bike. It looks awesome, but it's underrated, is the Honda Rebel 1100 and the 500. The new Honda Rebels, period. You know what I'm saying? They're underrated because it has that cloud hanging over the bikes of the old Honda Rebel 250 that was slow as molasses. Did 0 to 60 in 12 seconds and a quarter mile in a day. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people hear Honda Rebel, they don't think, oh man, that's an awesome bike that I should get. They think, oh man, it's that little slow air-cooled crapper bike from back in the beginner bike from, you know, back in the day. Like, how cool could a Honda Rebel be now? Well guys, you need to go ride a new Honda Rebel. Go check out that new Honda Rebel 1100 and get back to me. It's got like damn near 90 horsepower, you know what I'm saying, like 78 pound-feet of torque. The thing does 130 miles an hour. It's got bottom end grunt. It's a good looking bike, and I'm telling you, if you want to get a cruiser, the Honda Rebel 1100 is an excellent bike to get, man. And you can get an automatic transmission, so no shifting. It gets so much slander. You hear Honda, if you just went and told somebody, like a Harley rider or something, say, hey man, I want to get a new Honda Rebel. They'll be like, they'll start laughing. Man, you need to get a Harley Davidson. Quit playing around on that old slow bike. See, he don't know, he's ignorant, because he don't know nothing about the new Honda Rebels are badass, man. Another bike that's underrated, that actually I underrated it myself. But a lot of you guys said cycle cruiser, you need to go get a new Indian FTR 1200. And you don't really hardly hear anybody really saying much about that bike or anything, but I read some reviews and looked at some reviews on it, and that thing is pretty badass, man. It's wicked. It got some bottom end grunt on it. It got what, 120 horsepower and like 87 pound-feet of torque or something like that. It's less than 500 pounds, so it's not a beast in weight. It looks good. It's not too expensive. I think, was it $12,000, $13,000? You don't hear hardly anybody really talking about it that much, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's underrated. But the problem I have with the FTR 1200 is that I fell in love with the prototype before the production model came out. The prototype was badass. It looked like a flat track bike. It was just amazing, man. Had the big wheels on there. It just looked so sick, and the guy was having so much fun in the video. I was like, dude, I gotta get that bike. But then the production model came out, and it was nothing like the prototype. It looked faintly, it barely looked like the prototype, man. Watch this car right here, baby. See, I'm staying sharp out here, man. Even though I'm talking and motovlogging, I stay sharp out here. I advise you to do so as well. Another underrated motorcycle, especially for you beginner riders out there, is the Yamaha MT-03. Now, a lot of you noobs out there are busy looking to get this bike, an MT-07, but really, this bike is too much for a beginner, to be honest with you, man. It's got, I'm telling you, rip this throttle a little too hard, it could probably throw you off balance or something, man, because this has got a lot of bottom end grunt, and the torque is down low on the bottom on this bike. The MT-03 is still punchy too, man. That's what people don't realize. It's still part of the MT series, Master of Torque, meaning it's got some grunt on it, but not overly crazy like the MT-07 or MT-09 or MT-10 has, but still a great bike. I think it's underrated, man. It sits at 321cc, perfect for a new rider, 50 horsepower, 24 pound-feet of torque or something like that. And it's all the power you need out here on the street. You're gonna have fun on it. I have so many viewers that have told me cycle cruising, man, even though you're on the MT-07, you should go check out the MT-03 too, man. That thing is a zippy little fun bike. I think it only weighs like 378 pounds wet or something like that. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of people tell me how awesome the MT-03 is. Some people feel like they didn't even feel like upgrading to the MT-07 because they love that little MT-03. And I tell you, out here on the streets, the little bikes are the best, man. I'm telling you, because we can't go that fast. Look, the speed limit is 25. You know, usually it's 35, 45 or something. You know, that's what we're doing most of the time. Stoplight to stoplight out here, guys. You want some bottom end grunt. You want something you can throw around like these little bikes that's torquey. That's why I got rid of my fast liter bikes and stuff, because I was just putting around here around town on them big fast bikes, and it's boring, man. It's so much fun on this doing. Look at that. Look at that torque, boy. And the sound. Sound like a Harley, baby. Now, I don't know what the MT-03 sounds like with an exhaust, but I bet it sounds pretty cool, man. But you new riders out there, MT-03 all day, baby. Another underrated motorcycle, which I feel is highly underrated, is the Ducati X Diavolo, which I used to own. A lot of people don't realize what an amazing bike that is. And honestly, I'm so sick that I sold it, because it was a very soulful bike, man. It had that Tesla Strata L twin engine that pumped out 150 horsepower and 93 pounds-feet of torque, with a lot of that power at the bottom of the rev range, man. And man, that thing had some grunt. Oh, baby! Oh, man! Oh, ah! That's what I'm talking about, guys. Get up and go, all the power you needed. I'm telling you, you put an exhaust on that bike, boy, which I never did, but I've heard other people's bikes, and it sounds absolutely ridiculous. So awesome, man. Even though they don't make that bike anymore, now they have the Ducati Diavolo V4, which I think they got rid of the Diavolo 1260 too. Now it's just a Diavolo V4, which I'm sure that's an amazing bike, but it's got, I'll tell you one thing I don't like about the new bikes is they got more and more electronics on it, man. That bike has got it where it shuts off the cylinders when you're doing slow speeds. It's got too much electronics that could fail on there, man. And I don't trust electronics on Italian motorcycles. I trust them on Japanese bikes more because they know electronics, man. But I'm telling y'all here, that X Diavolo, guys, woo! I'm telling you, if you can pick up a used one, man, that's clean. Now, they've been known to have some issues you got to be careful with. Make sure the recall work was done and stuff. But I'm telling you, I wish I would. I was going to buy another one, a white one, because I think the white ones look absolutely epic, man. Looks so sick. And I'm telling you guys, go ride. Don't talk smack. Go ride it. It's an unusual cruiser. For those of you that ride super bikes and you want to go into the cruiser world, that's your bike right there, guys, because you're not going to miss any. You're going to have the power there for you, but yet you're going to have the cruiser riding position with the legs feet forward, very comfortable, which I didn't really care for the feet forward. I like the mid pegs, but still it was comfortable on the bike, man. And that bike just looks badass, man. I tell you, you're gonna get some tail with that too, guys. The chicks love that. That's the only motorcycle I've had where I absolutely got straight up hit on by a woman. She rode up to me and of course my camera wasn't working at the time. The battery went dead. Because you know that would have been on replay about 10,000 times on my channel for the last probably like 5 years. But she pulled up next to me and she was like, look, if I wasn't on in this car, I'd be with my legs wrapped around that beautiful bike you got. I was just like, all I could do was just blush, man, and just like, damn, girl. Woo! She loved that. I'm telling you, so many chicks love, all kinds of people love that bike, man. And some of you guys call it ugly. But I'm telling you, that bike got a lot of attention. But another bike that's underrated, and I'm not going to give a specific bike on this one. I'm just going to say the supermotos, I feel, are still underrated. And because, you know, you don't see, they're not mainstream still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the Kawasaki, came out with the 300 supermoto. and they got a 225 or something like that, Supermoto. Of course, you got the DRZ 400 Supermoto, but we don't really have any. And you got the Husqvarna 701 and a KTM 690 SMCR, but with very few Supermotos out here, and very few people out here riding them. But I'm telling you guys, if you ever rode a Supermoto, you will be your mind blown, because it is one of the most fun bikes ever. I'm telling you, that's the #1 most fun motorcycle I've ever ridden, and it's so amazing. You got to try one, but a lot of people are intimidated by the seat height on a Supermoto because they sit up higher, and a lot of people that are not that tall or have long legs, you know, they're intimidated by it. But I'm telling you guys, use one leg as a kickstand, like right here, one leg as a kickstand, and I'm telling you, you'll be fine. There's a girl that's like 5'3" that rides Supermotos out here like a boss, man. You know what I'm saying? And yet you dudes out here that are like 5'8", 5'7" and 6 or something out here complaining, talking about the seat height's too tall. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, just go ride one. You'll adapt to it and you'll love it. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below and let me know with some other underrated motorcycles that I should know about, because I learn about them through you guys. But make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when new videos come out. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time.
Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.